of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Smu Mustangs, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep on the run. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Childs. Quickly out to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got him down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. keep this drive alive. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. How about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU quick to the line.
It's now 2nd and goal. 6 Profane. Ready.
Back to throw, it's Child. And the quarterback hung up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They're setting up the screen. Oh, what a cut! And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Making side adjustments here. From the gun, looking for a man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. Gives it on the option. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Singleton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's explosive.
It's now second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense in press coverage. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires to the wideout. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Mustangs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
LSU 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Dropping back, it's Childs. Grabs it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. There's so many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Coming up, 4th down.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Childs. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Cooper. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds. The 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Good enough for a 1st down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
So So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Childs. It's complete. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the play fake. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's going to get loose. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Back to pass, it's Childs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Berry. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Barry. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Flips it out to the back. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. And the Tigers in the hurry up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Let's go! Go! Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. using his legs to buy some time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Pressure coming. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. And we are all tied up here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Working the middle. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. On the move, it's Berry. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. to the ground with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking for a man. It's Childs. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they've regained the lead after putting 3 on the board. The kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Using his feet. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Going to swing it on 2nd down.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. Inside the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Their defense just turned in a huge stop with that interception now to pay it off. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Cooper. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let it go to the left. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. They give it to him again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.